everyone, welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene and this is Sweet Benji. Seasonal affective disorder is real and the tools and the power of yoga can definitely help. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. Alrighty, sweethearts, let's come down to the ground. We got this, we're good. Even if we're not good, we're gonna find what feels good. So come on down on the ground. I have a little blanket just for a little comforting, cozy aspect if you want to sit up on the hips or just pad your mat a little. Give yourself a little cushion. We're going to play with tempo a little bit in this session, but just a reminder, always listen to your body. Move at a tempo that feels right for you. Thank you for sharing this time and your practice with me. When you're ready, let's root down through the parts of our body that are touching the earth. You can close your eyes here, and it's from these roots that we are invited right here, right now, to just find a little space, whatever that means to you. So it can be a physical adjustment, or it could just be a subtle body gesture, like an energetic body move. Then when you're ready, bring one hand to your heart and the other hand to your belly. An option here, instead of bringing one hand to your belly, you can do one hand to your heart and maybe one hand to your forehead. So just try them both out, see what feels right, what feels best for you here. And we're not going to be here long, just taking a second to tune in and just feel the warmth of our own touch here in this moment. May we be comforted by it. And may we be comforted by this practice, this time together, breathing, moving together. Inhale lots of love in. Exhale lots of love out. Again, breathe with me here. Inhale lots of love in. Exhale lots of love out. One more time. Inhale lots of love in. This time as you exhale lots of love out, bat the eyelashes open. We're going to come forward onto all fours. So again, pad those knees anytime you need. And we'll come into a tabletop position. Stretch your hands by spreading the fingertips. Knees underneath the hip points. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Let's go for some extension in the spine. So paying attention to this line of the spine from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone. You might send your gaze just slightly out beyond the front edge of your yoga mat. Draw the low abs in just a little bit, connecting to that navel center. And then draw the navel in and up, maybe Uddiyana Bandha, just finding a little connection to that Agni, that fire in the belly. See your spine really long with its natural curves, but nice extension here. As you breathe in, good. Then as you breathe out, we're going to send the hips back, way back, hips towards the heels, heart melts, weight of the head melts. Take it slow. That's our vinyasa. Ground through that which is touching the earth. Inhale, find extension, mindfulness of the muscles of the belly, the energy of the center, and then on the exhale, send it back. And moving through this flow, this chakra vakasana. I have a teacher that also calls this not cat-cow. Feeling your hands root as you breathe in, and really feeling your hips sink way back as you breathe out. syncing up with your breath. Finding that extension on the inhale and then that surrender on the exhale. Great. The next time your hips are melted back, let's embrace this child's pose moment if it feels good. If it doesn't, you can come to all fours right away. We'll take one cycle of breath here. Inhaling lots of love in. Exhaling lots of love out. Inhale to come up. We'll meet in that tabletop position. We'll turn the fingertips externally out towards the edges of the mat, like so, or if it's comfortable in your body to bring the fingertips all the way in towards your knees, towards your center, we'll do that. So you have options here, working with the flexibility of the wrist, and just taking a breath here or two to find some soft, easy movement. Maybe moving in a gentle circle one way and then the other, or just gently rocking forward and back, front to back. And then slowly releasing that, let's take the hands forward, curl the toes under, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, slow and steady, peel those hips up high and then send them back, downward facing dog. So for this downward dog, find what feels good in your body today. So you can take your dog on a little walk by bending one knee and then the other, making any adjustments that feel good in the hands to be more supportive. Maybe bending the elbows generously and then bringing them back into alignment. Biceps by the ears. Bending the knees generously, lifting the hip creases up high. Take one more breath in here, you're doing great. And then slowly, if you have a blanket, you can just walk gently over it. Walking the feet all the way up towards the front edge of your mat. And this is our golden pose for this session, my friends. Standing extended forward fold, Uttanasana. So get those feetsies of yours prepped. Meaning, notice what feels best for you today. Feet together in a narrow stance, maybe feet hip width apart or slightly wider than hip width apart. And then when you pick your poison, pick your grounding, really feel that connection of the feet to the earth. Maybe the ball joint of the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, and the back two corners of the heels. See them pressing into the earth. Begin to nod the head yes, slowly. And then no. Left to right, slowly. In the next 3 cycles of breath, be with your breath, but allow the breath to inspire any soft, easy movements. So if that's clasping opposite elbows or shifting your weight gently in a circular motion or side to side with the feet, just take 3 cycles of breath here. Soft or generous bend in the knees, feeling the breath in your body, feeling the parts of the body that move as you breathe. Stick with it, stay with it. 3 slow cycles of breath. And after that 3rd cycle of breath, in your own time with the knees bent and a little core connection, we'll roll it up to standing. Take your time. As you come into your mountain pose, again, bringing your awareness to the feet, rooting down, growing those roots down into the earth and finding some connection, some energy from those roots up through the arches of the feet, whatever that means to you, up through the inseam of your legs. Maybe drawing the pelvic floor up a bit if you're familiar with Mula Bandha. Maybe drawing the navel in just a bit, finding that connection to your center. And then, of course, inviting a lift in the heart, opening up to the chest. We're going to pick up the pace here, so soft bend in the knees. Move with your breath as you inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, soft bend in the knees as you come forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, moving with the breath. Exhale, soften and fold. Fingertips might kiss the earth here on your next breath in. Inhale, lift halfway, nice flat back position, your version, and then exhale, soften and fold. Fingertips come to the mat. We're gonna step one foot back, just one foot, any foot. Inhale, open up through the chest, look forward. Then exhale, step that foot back up to the front. And when you're ready, opposite leg goes back. We're just gonna keep moving through this back and forth, nice and slow. If you have a blanket there and you wanna lower the knee for this beat, that's an option. So we're moving back and forth with the breath in our lunge. Even it out. And the next time you're back in that standing forward fold, let everything go. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale to soften and bow. Root to rise here. Inhale, reach fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Big breath, big stretch. Exhale, go right back down into it. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften and fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step one foot back, then the other. If your blanket's in your way here, you can move it to the side. Plank pose. Always an option to bring the knees down and come into a half plank by shifting the hips forward. Finding a little warmth, a little heat here. Let's rock it front to back. So the heels reach forward and back. The crown of the head reaches forward and back. Draw in through the low abdominals. Press away from your yoga mat. So you feel this doming effect through the upper back body. You're here for 3, 2, lower to the belly, on 1. On your next breath in, inhale, open the heart, cobra. Exhale to soften and fold. Curl the toes under, press up to all fours. And then peel the tailbone, hips up high and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to soften and fold. Root to rise here. Inhale, reach for the sky. Big breath, big stretch. Wiggle the fingertips. Exhale takes you all the way back down into the fold. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Halfway. Exhale to soften and fold. This time, step your right foot back, just your right foot. Bend the front knee, option to lower your right knee or keep it lifted as we inhale, high lunge. Sweep the arms forward, up and back, big breath in. Exhale, open it up to warrior 2. So pivot on your right foot. Lift up through your chest, front knee stays bent. Inhale in deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, peaceful warrior, left fingertips reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel it all the way back down into your lunge. Nice job. Step the left foot back, plank pose. Inhale in deeply. Exhale, lower to the belly or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips up high and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, deep breath. Cleansing breath. Inhale, carve a line with the nose, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top. Standing forward fold, let everything go. On your next breath in, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften and fold. Root to rise here, ground through the feet. Inhale, reach for the sky, big breath, big stretch, strong legs here. Exhale, wiggle the fingertips or move the hands a little bit as you come all the way back down into the fold. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Find something new. Exhale, soften and bow. Fingertips come to the mat, step the left toes back. Front knee over front ankle. Back knee can always come to the ground here. High lunge, inhale, sweeping the arms forward, up and back. Front knees bent. Breathing deep here. Inhale in, exhale, open it to the left, warrior two, pivoting on that back foot, lifting the chest, lifting your heart. Maybe sending your focus out beyond your right fingertips. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, peaceful warrior, right fingertips reach up and back, front knee stays bent. Exhale, cartwheel it all the way back. Beautiful job. Last vinyasa here, step the right toes back, inhale in, exhale, shift forward, belly to cobra or chaturanga to upward facing dog. And then send the hips up high and back, downward facing dog, or come straight to child's pose. Your choice. Take 3 breaths in your downward dog or child's pose. Count them out. And after 3 cycles of breath, take your time. Nice and slow, we'll meet in all fours. From here, we'll swing the legs to one side, any side, and we'll come to lie on our backs. When you get there, hug the knees into the chest. You can rock gently side to side, sneak in a little massage. Hands on the fronts of the shins or the backs of the thighs, or finding what works for you in your body. Maybe hands are on the side. Doesn't really matter how close the knees get to your chest, just that we're bringing them in just enough to then inhale in, exhale, dig your navel down into the core of the earth. So just think of that image energetically to help lift up your head, your neck, and your shoulders. Try to stay as soft in the skin of the face and the muscles of the throat, the neck as you can. And from here, you're gonna hold on to one leg, any leg, and send the opposite leg out. If this is not available to you, if this is too much for the neck or the shoulders, you can keep doing this, but just bring the head down. So we're here, one leg in, one leg out. Inhale in, exhale, switch. Inhale in, exhale, switch. And now on your own time, we're gonna start to pick up the pace. Last little core bit here before we relax. You can point the toes or flex the feet, lifting the chest up towards the ceiling or where the ceiling and the wall in front of you meet. Switching. You might even try to brush the knees, the inner part of your knees together as you make this transition. Keep drawing the low abs down, moving a little faster if it's in your practice here. For 5, 4, 3, you're almost done. Stick with it, 2, and 1. Release the head down, hug the knees into the chest. Let's bring the arms to cactus arms or Texas T as you melt the legs, knees bent, to your right for a little recline twist. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Nice, big, expansive breath. Exhale, melt it back through center. And let's take it to the other side. Knees falling to the left. Feel the rib cage expand as you breathe in and soften as you breathe out. And then slowly on an exhale, come back to center. Maybe bringing a blanket underneath the head, if you have one. And maybe bringing a blanket underneath the knees, if you have one. If not, no worries. Coming into Shavasana. Once again, I'll invite you to bring one hand to your heart and then one hand to your belly, or maybe the forehead here. Take a second here to bring your attention to the soles of your feet. And I'll just invite you, if it serves you, to take a moment to shine a little light. Starting with the soles of the feet, just like a body scan, except you're just imagining this soft, glowy light shining as you scan the body. So moving from the feet up through the ankles, shining a light in the calves and the shins, the knees, the backs of the knees. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, shine a little light in the hamstrings, the tops of the thighs, the outer thigh, inner thigh, the front of the hip creases, the glutes. Shine light around the pelvis, the low belly, the low back. Invite a little light into the belly, the back body, the front body, the side bodies. Shining light around the rib cage, mid back, upper back. Inhale in deeply as you shine light in your heart space, the chest. Exhaling, relaxing the shoulders as you shine a little light in the area of the shoulders and the neck. The upper arm, the forearms, the wrists, the hands. Imagine a soft white light in your throat, in the back of the neck. Soften your jaw, maybe part the lips as that light moves up through to the jaw, the mouth, the cheekbones, the ears, back of the head, the eyes, forehead, in between your brows. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. Last but not least, shine a little light. The crown of the head. And then let it all go. Take a